Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. Kisumu is also fantastic. Maybe you could let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. And I know most of you guys are also wondering where I have been since morning. I attended to some personal matter in the village, and I'm now back. And I also know for sure, because I've seen several of your inboxes, many of you guys asking for my thoughts and opinion about a meeting which took place earlier today at State House between William Ruto and the former President Uhuru Kenyatta's sister, Pratt. That meeting is significant, and just like I keep on telling you guys, in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. Everything in politics is normally well planned, well executed to achieve a specific objective. I'm going to show you the objective of that particular meeting in quote, maybe in the next video if time will allow. But for this particular video, I want us to look at the shocking decision which took place today. Kwanza and Azimio agreed to suspend bipartisan talks over the inclusion of two individuals. Adan Keynan, the eldest member of parliament, who is a Jubilee member of parliament, and Pkosing, the South Pokot member of parliament, who is a member of Kenya Union Party, KUP, which is associated with Professor Lonyangapu. Do you think these talks can be suspended over these two individuals? For me, the two individuals cannot make the talks to be suspended. But there is deep politics behind the suspension of these particular talks. So in this video, I want us to look at that decision. Before we do that, in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And allow me to also thank Lucy. I received your coffee. Thank you so much. Now, let us get to the main issue. Otinda Molo, who is the leader of Azimio team to these particular talks, gave three options which are left. According to Otinda Molo, the first option is for Keynan and Pkosing to choose to withdraw. Because if you are talking of a team of 7, then one side there's an individual, the other team is saying we don't want, and this side there's another individual, this side is saying they don't want. So the best option is for the individuals to say, I'm withdrawing. For example, Keynan can say that Kenya is bigger than me, or Pkosing can say Kenya is bigger than me and withdraw. According to Otinda Molo, that is the first option. But I don't think whether that option is going to happen, because these MPs were chosen there to serve a particular objective. And Otinda Molo is giving the second option, which is, I think this is what can happen, that each of these parties, Kwanza and Azimio, can decide, to withdraw their objection. So Azimio can decide, okay, let Keynan just be. Then you proceed with the talks. Or Kwanza can say, let's just have Pkosing on the team. But again, for that, I don't think it will also happen. These people are going into these talks not to find solutions, but they are going into these talks to find more problems. The third option, which I know might happen, which Otinda Molo is explaining, is that William Ruto and Raila Odinga can then agree to withdraw these candidates, these two individuals. So William Ruto will meet his team, tell them, okay, I want to withdraw Keynan. Raila will meet, then I want to withdraw Pkosing. Of course, they can talk between themselves, the principal, that is Ruto and Raila, then they agree, we toa mtu yako huko, mimi nitoe huyu, bring another one, bring another one. I think that's something which can happen. But Kenya Kwanza are also suggesting something which for me is also significant and can resolve this. According to Kenya Kwanza, they are making a proposal for a meeting, separate meeting between Raila and Raila and Ruto, and the chair of these two teams somewhere, so that they can agree. Ruto is not willing. That cannot work again, because I know Ruto is not willing to be seen to be meeting Raila Odinga. That would be interpreted to mean handshake. And that is the last thing William Ruto would want to happen. But I know he can agree to meet, let's say, Otinda Molo goes with the leader of Kenya Kwanza, and then they meet with Ruto. Then again, the same team come and meet with Raila. That is something which can happen. But for me, the only option which can work is where Raila and Ruto agree to withdraw this candidate. Because if they agreed to talk, agreeing to withdraw these two individuals is not a big deal. But why do you think this is a big issue? First of all, we need to ask ourselves, who is Keynan and who is Pkosing? Keynan is the eldest member of parliament who was elected on Jubilee ticket. He is the longest serving member of parliament currently in the National Assembly. His expectations were that the moment Azimio lost and they wanted to appoint or to choose leader of minority, his calculations were that being the longest serving member of parliament, then he was going to be considered for that position. That did not happen. He got angry, and that's why he went the other side, so that he could get good committees in parliament. What about the South Pokot member of parliament? Why do you think Kenya Kwanza is not willing to have him? This is the deputy party leader of KUP. This is an individual who won against the tide in Rift Valley. He's been leading. At some point, I think he had issues of going and rescuing some cattle rustlers. He's an emerging Pokot leader. William Ruto would not want someone as Pkosing to emerge, because he's interested in South Pokot, in Pokot in general. So Pkosing was emerging. He has the money. He defeated his candidate. So Ruto would not want him to have this position, because this position actually places him at the national level. Previously, nobody was talking about him. Now we are talking about him. But let us move away from that. Let us look at the politics behind the suspension. Why do you think these guys decided to suspend, especially Azimio? Number one is the issue of party hopping. Party hopping is one of the irreducible minimums Azimio is putting on the table. Because according to Azimio, some of these members are their members. So William Ruto has been using money to purchase some of their members, and then after doing that, he brings one of them as part of the committee to discuss the same issue. You know, it's like you take a ship to a court presided over by Ayana, and you expect Ayana to give a fair verdict on the ship. Can't work. That ship will be slaughtered. So party hopping is a serious matter. It's one of the demands. There is no way Keynan would agree on a table that the decision which I made was wrong, of joining Jubilee. So how do you then negotiate with such kind of a person? Or during such negotiation, he will be asked to step out. So because of that, it is going to be a tolerant. Number two, there is this element of Jubilee Party politics. Who has the right to enter into agreement on behalf of Jubilee Party? That's why Opiyo and I wrote a letter to the Registrar of Political Parties, and the Registrar has actually dealt William Ruto a major blow by claiming that so far there is no communication to suggest that there's any agreement between Kenya Kwanza and Jubilee. So assuming they're going to have their way, have Keynan represent Jubilee in this talk, what will it mean? A lot of questions. A lot of questions. And number three, I also tend to think that Uhuru Kenyatta's hand is behind the move by Azimio to reject Keynan. And I've been wondering, in fact, one of the videos I need to do is about Jubilee Party. I've been wondering why and how Uhuru Kenyatta can allow people like Kanini Kega to write a letter on behalf of Jubilee without responding. Or do you want a situation where Uhuru Kenyatta pronounce himself on the matter of Jubilee? He must align himself either with Kioni, so that when now Kanini Kega and others will be making moves, then those moves will be seen to be against Uhuru Kenyatta. So Uhuru Kenyatta is a factor there. But importantly, which is the main thing, is parliamentary numbers. Azimio currently is the minority in the National Assembly. Do you know why? Because William Ruto decided to go through the back door and buy members of parliament. So he went, bought independent candidates or MPs, went and picked that parliamentary party from the northern Kenya, entered into post-election with them. If you were to pick Jubilee, because he already has the members, Jubilee members, but there's that element of, on paper, where is Jubilee? Then it means he's going to have majority. And that's something he's not willing to do. Azimio would want those numbers not to tilt. Because if the numbers were to tilt the other side, even the allocation they will get as Azimio will reduce. And lastly, I also tend to think that Azimio are using these threats of Mandamano as a strategy to coerce Kenya Kwanza to agree to some terms and conditions during these negotiations. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Again, if you're watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. If you watch this video up to this stage, please let me know where you are watching us from. Your local market, just down there. You could meet someone who is coming from your village. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.